Today we do commemorate the ALS Awareness Month and the ALS Association of DC, Maryland, and Virginia chapter and thank them for their advocacy, outreach, and service. ALS is a complicated, devastating disease. It is critical to continue to raise awareness and to speak out about the need for further research and treatment. We challenge everyone in this room to join the fight against ALS and beyond this room by advocating, donating, volunteering, or participating in an event. Everyone can take out their phones now and go to webdc.alsa.org to learn how to get involved. Again, thank you to the ALS Association for its hard work and dedication, and I invite my colleague, Councilmember Rice, to make comments as well.
Well, thank you very much, Sydney, and this is personal. It's personal because I've seen the devastation and destruction that this disease places on family, friends, and loved ones. I've seen my best friend's mother pass away very quickly from this disease. And it tore him and his sister and their family apart. And now I have a chief of staff who continues to battle this disease with every bit of strength that he has, with all of us standing beside him. And we know what the outcome is going to be. And it's hard. But it's one in which it reminds us of why it is that we do what we do. We try and live our lives and do the best we can while we're here, knowing that tomorrow is not promised to anyone. But we appreciate the value of the time that we're able to spend with people that we care about and that we love, because it's incredibly important. And so it's why, since my best friend's mother had passed away, I decided to start volunteering to make sure that we help to raise awareness about ALS. A lot of people hear about Lou Gehrig's disease and just don't understand what it does. And it's an incredibly vicious disease because it robs you of your body, but it doesn't take your mind. And it basically traps you inside. All of your functions about your hearing, your taste, your smell, all the things that are going on are still happening. But the reality is that it's the muscular piece that goes away. And so then you don't have control. And while you're trying to will your body to do things, it doesn't react and it's not as strong to do those things anymore. And it continues to eat away at you, affecting breathing, swallowing, movement. It's incredibly important for us to make sure that we reach out to our community and try and continue to do more, to make sure that we can try and find a cure for this disease. There are about 16,000 people in the United States at any point in time who are afflicted with ALS. I've got one right here that I continue to stand on the battle lines with. And there are many more in our community who we also stand in solidarity with, both them and their families, to make sure that we can make a difference. It is incredibly important for us to continue to tell people about this disease and educate people about how we need to try and find a cure. And so I really want to thank all of the heroes behind me who continue to partner each and every day to raise money, to work with families, to help support people who are challenged with this disease, because together we can and will make a difference. Together we can and will be able to one day say that we've actually defeated ALS, and I hope that that day is while I'm still alive to see. Thank you all for all of your hard work and dedication. God bless you all.
You want to speak, please?
We want to thank Councilman Rice's heartfelt words and tireless support on our behalf. My name is Andrew Berman. I'm proud to serve on the board of directors for the ALS Association, DC, Maryland, and Virginia chapter. On behalf of the nearly 700 families that we serve in the region and the tens of thousands of people living with ALS across the country, we'd like to sincerely thank the Montgomery County Council for issuing this really important proclamation. As Councilman Rice touched on, ALS is a horrific disease that affects people of every gender, age, race, including many of our military veterans. For reasons still unknown, our veterans are nearly twice as likely to be diagnosed with ALS. The disease cruelly robs people of their independence, eventually leaving them unable to walk, to speak, to eat, or to breathe without assistance. Beyond its physical effects, ALS also deeply affects families emotionally and financially. The cost of care for someone living with ALS can easily exceed over $250,000 per year. For these reasons, the ALS Association, DC, Maryland, and Virginia chapter is extremely dedicated to serving local people with ALS and their families with the vital help of services, support, all free of charge. The support includes funding ALS multiple disciplinary clinics, providing home visits and support groups, loaning durable medical equipment, providing transportation assistance, offering assistive technology support, and so much more. Since we have no effective treatment or cure for ALS, spreading awareness for this disease with events just like this is key to our ability to meet the crucial needs of the ALS community and their families. By working together, we are revolutionizing the care we provide to people with ALS, increasing their independence, their ability to communicate, and their quality of life, ultimately bringing hope to hundreds of families. Again, on behalf of the ALS Association, DC, Maryland, and Virginia chapter, and all of those that we serve, we thank you for this proclamation and for your ongoing support in the fight against ALS.
Why don't you start it? Why don't you start it?
I'm gonna just do half. You can finish. All right, so we're going to read this proclamation. Whereas ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a progressive illness leaving people unable to walk, talk, eat, and finally to breathe. And whereas approximately 30,000 Americans and 400 Maryland residents, including 75 county residents, are living with ALS, and the United Nations has projected that the number of ALS cases in the developed world will increase by 69% over the next 25 years. And whereas ALS can strike a person of any gender, age, religion, and race, and is a service-related disease, military veterans are twice as likely to be diagnosed, and care can cost over $250,000 a year. And
whereas the ALS Association, DC, Maryland, Virginia chapters works to discover treatments and cure for all ALS and to serve, advocate for, and empower people affected by ALS to live their lives to the fullest. And whereas the organization provides access to the ALS multidisciplinary clinics, as well as free of charge home visits, equipment loan closets, transportation grants, and monthly support groups. And whereas the organization's Esther Lerner Brenner ALS Assistive Technology Lab in Rockville is working to open new doors for people living with ALS, allowing them to reclaim their voices and live more independently. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland, hereby proclaims May 2019 as ALS Awareness Month and encourages residents to adopt the ALS Association, DC, Maryland, Virginia chapter core values of compassion, integrity, and urgency to find a cure and create a world without ALS. It's signed today by the Council President, Nancy Navarro, and by me. Thank you very much. We're going to take a picture. Would you like to hold the proclamation, please?